Picture a sprawling metropolis rising from the waters of Lake Texcoco, its grandeur rivaling the greatest cities of Europe. This was Tenochtitlan in 1519, the beating heart of the Aztec Empire at the pinnacle of its power, under the rule of Moctezuma II. This sophisticated civilization held sway over much of central Mexico, its influence stretching far beyond its island capital. Tenochtitlan itself was a testament to Aztec ingenuity, a marvel of engineering and urban planning that housed an estimated 200,000 souls, making it one of the world's largest cities of its time. The Aztecs had forged this empire through a potent combination of military might, shrewd diplomacy, and a complex tribute system that kept conquered peoples in check. Their society was a carefully structured pyramid, with a powerful nobility and priestly class perched at the top, presiding over a vast population of commoners and slaves. At the core of this civilization lay a religion steeped in blood, the practice of human sacrifice. Into this vibrant yet volatile world strode Hernán Cortés, a Spanish conquistador whose veins pulsed with dreams of glory and gold. In February 1519, the shores of the Gulf Coast witnessed the arrival of an expedition that would change the course of history. Cortés, at the helm of 11 ships, commanding a force of 600 men and 16 horses. His timing couldn't have been more fortuitous or more fateful. The Aztec Empire, for all its might, was a powder keg of political tension, with subjugated peoples bristling under the yoke of their overlords. These simmering resentments would prove to be the perfect kindling for Cortés's ambitions, offering him a wealth of potential allies eager to overthrow their Aztec masters. But perhaps most crucial was an element Cortés could never have planned, a quirk of Aztec mythology that spoke of the return of the god Quetzalcoatl. This prophecy, innocuous in peacetime, would cast a long shadow over the events to come, becoming a key that would help Cortés unlock the very foundations of the Aztec Empire. As Cortés and his small band of conquistadors ventured deeper into the heart of Mexico, they stumbled upon an unexpected windfall, the simmering resentments of peoples long oppressed by Aztec rule. Chief among these potential allies were the fierce Tlaxcalans, whose hatred for the Aztecs burned as hot as the tropical sun. Recognizing a golden opportunity, Cortés forged an alliance that would change the course of history, with the Tlaxcalans at his side, bolstering his meager forces with thousands of battle-hardened warriors. Cortés set his sights on the glittering prize of Tenochtitlan. On November 8, 1519, in a moment that still echoes through the centuries, Cortés and his motley army entered the Aztec capital, where they were greeted by none other than Emperor Moctezuma II himself. This fateful encounter, shrouded in mystery and controversy, has puzzled historians for generations. Did Moctezuma truly believe Cortés to be the returning god Quetzalcoatl, as some suggest? Or was the Aztec ruler playing a deeper game, welcoming these strange invaders to better understand and ultimately defeat them? Whatever the truth, this meeting set the stage for one of history's most dramatic confrontations, a clash of civilizations that would reshape the New World forever. The honeymoon between the Spanish and Aztecs was short-lived, as the veneer of hospitality quickly gave way to hostility. Cortés, in a bold and treacherous move, took the revered Moctezuma hostage, igniting a powder keg of tensions that would soon explode into violence. By June 1520, the situation had deteriorated beyond repair. Amid the chaos, Moctezuma met his end under mysterious circumstances, his death a symbolic turning point in this clash of civilizations. On the fateful night of June 30th, the Spanish found themselves overwhelmed, forced to flee for their lives in a desperate retreat that would be forever etched in history as La Noche Triste, the sad night. But Cortés was far from defeated. Like a wounded animal, he retreated only to lick his wounds and plan his revenge. In May 1521, he returned with a vengeance, laying siege to the great city of Tenochtitlan. What followed was a grueling 93-day ordeal, a military engagement of such ferocity and scale that it would go down as one of the most infamous in history. The Aztec capital, once a jewel of Mesoamerica, was about to become the stage for the final act of its empire's tragic fall. In the final, desperate days of the Aztec Empire, a young and valiant leader named Cuauhtémoc rallied his people against insurmountable odds. But the Aztecs faced a perfect storm of destruction, Cortés' superior Spanish weaponry that could pierce their strongest defenses, an army swelled by thousands of indigenous allies eager for Aztec blood, and an invisible, insidious enemy that no warrior could fight: smallpox. This old-world disease, unwittingly introduced by the Spanish, rampaged through the Aztec population, decimating their numbers and sapping their strength. On that fateful day, August 13th, 1521, the unthinkable happened. Tenochtitlan, the jewel of the Aztec Empire, fell as smoke rose from the ruins of the once great city. Cortés and his men stood triumphant, already envisioning the new capital they would build upon these ashes. From the rubble of Tenochtitlan would rise Mexico City, the beating heart of New Spain, a symbol of Spanish dominion over the New World. In a single day, centuries of Aztec civilization were extinguished, and the face of the Americas was changed forever. The fall of the mighty Aztec Empire wasn't just the end of a civilization. It was the birth of a new world order that would reshape the face of Mexico for centuries. As Spanish rule took hold, a dark shadow fell over the indigenous population. The initial violence of conquest was just the beginning. In its wake came waves of European diseases that ravaged communities with no immunity. While cultural suppression sought to erase centuries of tradition, the native population plummeted, with entire peoples teetering on the brink of extinction. Yet, from this crucible of conflict and loss emerged something unexpected, a vibrant fusion of cultures known as mestizaje. Like a phoenix rising from the ashes, indigenous traditions began to blend with Spanish influences, creating a unique Mexican identity that was neither fully European nor purely native. This cultural alchemy would go on to define Mexico for generations, a testament to the resilience and adaptability of a people who, even in the face of conquest, found ways to preserve and evolve their heritage. The fall of the mighty Aztec Empire has become a tapestry woven with threads of myth, legend, and conflicting historical accounts. Aztec lore speaks of ominous portents, comets blazing across the night sky, and mysterious fires erupting spontaneously, foretelling the empire's impending doom. Yet, as we peel back the layers of history, we find a complex narrative shaped by the perspectives of victors and vanquished alike. Spanish chroniclers, like Bernal Díaz del Castillo, paint heroic portraits of the conquistadors, their steel and gunpowder triumphant against overwhelming odds. In stark contrast, indigenous accounts preserved in works like the Florentine Codex tell tales of Aztec valor in the face of invasion, and the deep trauma inflicted by conquest. The fall of the Aztec Empire was a world-changing event, marking the beginning of Spain's colonial empire in the Americas and forever altering the course of Mexican history. It's a tale of clashing cultures, military strategy, and tragic misunderstanding, the repercussions of which are still felt today. Thank you for watching.